Hey guys, and welcome back to me, Ben, playing City Skylines Snowfall DLC on my City Builder YouTube channel. Today we're starting from a totally different and maybe exciting like point of interest or viewpoint here in my new natural reserve park. As you can see, a couple of people are walking along here with their dogs. It's looking really cute. You have three platforms here. You have a fire watchtower just to make sure that everything's safe here. Whoever is like camping down here, so nothing serious can actually happen. Um, and by zooming out, well, you can see already a couple of the changes that I included in the last episode. So I put down a couple of helicopter bases, like for the police, for the firemen, and for the rescue teams or um, the medical staff. And I located them actually on purpose really close by this area because whenever there would be an accident happening, people could get saved more easily. Or whenever there's a mountain lion coming along and eating a couple of citizens out of nowhere. um, yeah, and I've also added in like this new um um, residential zone in episode 15. I added in the first and the second, actually, the second public transportation system here, like my monorail network. So this is currently running across downtown here a little bit. At least some of the areas are already connected with the station, and laid out the network already, so that it's kind of future proof for me planning the city even, yeah, further and expanding the city even further. So the monorail is currently just happening in this part of my city, but I'm definitely sure I will extend it following those two-lane roads here over time. And actually, right before the ending of the last episode, I was able to like buy this other lot or square here, which will be really helpful to connect that part of the highway with this part. And yeah, I think this is actually what I'm going to start with in the very first place for this episode 16. So, yeah, if you could stay tuned for a couple of minutes, I'll be back for you as soon as I can. And yeah, just in case you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would be really happy if you would do that. So, I'll be back for you in a couple of minutes. Thanks for staying tuned. Oh, yeah. At least I was able to lay out, well, basically this highway connection. Um, I extended my 2 lane roads already down there and down there. So I have a nice grid kind of setup for the moment. This is something I wanted to include anyway since quite a while because now I'm having like a one way, 1 lane road already at that location. I just want to change it actually to a 2 lane road because I think there might be quite some traffic coming along here. So the trucks might use that connection quite a lot. So I added in one cargo train terminal, and there the first train already goes back to the other cargo train terminal station and leaves the town. So that's good as well. And I want to extend my train line actually up to here and turn around and go back to the city at some point later on. So, yeah, that was just a quick and very rough layout for this part of town. And I think now I'll probably concentrate because I want to reach the level of 4,200 citizens, 42,000 citizens actually, as soon as possible to reach a higher level of my town. Then I'll also like wait and see what happens to this park, whether I'm able to reach the 2,500 citizen mark as soon as possible so that I can build in a couple of more sites into here. Um, yeah, so from here, um, my next approach will be to lay out a mixed road layout here and include maybe a bigger park as well, because that part of town already does have a park, but this part up here doesn't have a huge park yet. But I want to make sure that my citizens are happy and that they can relax. So that's what I'll quickly do, and I'll also again fast forward things for you, just to make sure that you don't have to wait that long, and you can watch in the meantime how I'm building this part of my city of Springdale in City Skylines Snowfall. So please stay tuned, and I'll be back for you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot. So now, as you can see, I quickly set up one main park area here, um, which hopefully helps this part of town also to improve a lot. And I put in actually quite a lot, like just let me quickly turn up the fog intensity. I just want to reduce it to kind of a minimum. So I put down many high-rise residential zones actually here, high-density residential zones. Um, oh, so for some reason that yeah, it should work. Well, however, so putting down Crescent Park, I'm just gonna turn off the snowy weather for now, but it's kind of oh, weird. So there's one helicopter landing, helping people to be fine. So this already turned out like um it is quickly became actually a level 2 park, which is something I'm, well, to be honest, a bit surprised of because I didn't expect it to happen that soon. And right over there, I want to make sure that again, people are not parking in this area. And I strongly assume I also have to change this like all the way around of my um yeah, of my monorail, because by adding in another type of like public transportation, I was, yeah, that changed the settings I initially had for those roads completely back again to parking zones, which is honestly something I'm a bit sad about, but well, it doesn't help. And I think, um, yeah, I'll just quickly improve that because I don't want too many have too many people actually to park here. Because that doesn't really help my traffic situation. So I'm again changing that. And to be honest, 70 miles per hour is quite a lot. Now we already reached like Colossal City. Metropolis, Megalopolis will be reached in a little while, but the Metropolis should be, yeah, it shouldn't be such a problem, I think. So now I remove the parking from here. No parking there. No parking here. None there. Yeah, I'm just quickly doing that because, well, it has to be changed anyway in a little while. And here, I think this is already a non-parking thing. Here again, it changed because I put in a couple of minor roads in between. So here it's 50 miles per hour. It's still fast, I think, to be honest, because um, actually 50 miles per hour is a bit too fast for that area, I think. But well, it is what it is. So, okay, having done that, I'm just quickly taking a look. So, loads of people are using this park for the moment. The visitors are my, I wouldn't even say biggest issue, but the only reason, at least for now, why I can't, why this park is not yet upgrading fully to a 5-star park, but I think that will happen sooner than I expected actually to happen. Um, and over there, we are still at a 2-star park, but will reach the mm, the citizens mark that we need to become a 3-star recreational area quite soon. So in the meantime, I'm again brushing a few trees in because I want this to look like as natural as possible. By the way, the reason why the snow is turning like green here is mainly because that's the theme that I'm currently using in this map is set up like, well, it's something I don't like yet, but this kind of symbolizes, well, here you can put in some wood industries. Oh, okay, I'm quickly checking. So the police is kind of missing here. Uh, that was the fire station now. So yeah, um, just making sure this is fine. Also, one police station over there, and another one probably over here, so people are safe and healthy. So that's really good. I like it. And since we've reached a new level, yeah, which square should I go for? Here, I think I already have ocean access. Over there, I would have kind of flatland. Uh, Over here, I would get even more flatland. So I think I'm just waiting with purchasing any new like square. Now I reached level 3, which is nice because then I can put in maybe some new campground things. Um, Nature reserve. So is there anything we don't have yet? I have those tents. I don't have any lean-to shelters for now or yet. There's a second one. This would be really nice to have. So here should be another one whenever it's getting cold. You shouldn't feel, you shouldn't be worried actually about um, your safety. And you never know how there's a lookout tower like over here, over there. That makes things maybe a bit more interesting for each and everyone visiting this park. And what else do we have? A lookout tower, a bigger one. I want to put down a bigger one over here too, because people will definitely enjoy this view here a lot more. So where maybe over there as well. And something like over here. Then, okay, we put down this other camping site already. And I think that would be a nice option to have another like campsite setup here. Could we add in two more campsites over there? So this is going to be a really huge park. Um, yeah, so I'm just missing the visitors for the moment, but that's fine. It is what it is, and I think this will change over time, and even more visitors will visit Sterling Marsh. That's now already a level 4, and I assume we'll reach the level 5 actually very, very quickly, so I'm not worried about this. Um, mm, mhm. Just wondering if I should put down one of these train stations actually. Uh, so probably it's maybe a bit too soon to put one of these down. But it honestly it would be so huge having such a thing in my town. Yeah, maybe I can put one of these down later. Some time at some point in the game I should be able to. Metro monorail hub. This is also very, very good. Something I'll definitely need in a while. Yeah. So, something I have to plan and have to think about in the near future. And regarding the further plans and the layout of my city, I'm wondering what's happening over here. So a couple of people are already using that transport opportunities and options. Those offices are not having any issues educational wise. So I maybe want to consider putting down that over there and closing like the gap from this part of my town to that part. Then I could use this. Just wondering whether I should only use that as kind of a business park. Yeah, probably. Because it would have um, quite a good availability regarding the highway. It has the option, at least, to have one of the um, monorail stations being added. So just sometimes the game, to be honest, it's making things occasionally a bit difficult. So, so you being moved. Where did you start at? Which line are you? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. This is something that makes it kind of difficult. Just let me check whether I can find out where you actually started. No, it's just a line for this district. Then I think this line was actually broken just because of the reason that I don't have yeah, maybe that's closed now again. Where is this coming from? This is another issue with bus stops, I guess. Yeah, so maybe that makes a bit more sense. I shouldn't have any issues there. Yeah, and I wanted to use that small part of town actually for adding in a few businesses. And I think the only problem that I might have now is that some of these buildings are actually non-removable, but still I'm trying to of course they can be removed. What am I talking about? I just yeah, I meant that maybe some of these buildings are I would have to move manually actually. Um just making sure that the water supplies are like okay. And good. So I think we can let this run. So, and I'm thinking about as one of the last actions that I'm going to take in this city would actually be to add in like this connection here. I can already start with laying out the warm water pipes. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Okay. No option to connect that yet. There is no way to do that. Um, I could add in a new park here. Let me just quickly have a look at the noise pollution level. Well, this is kind of okay. I actually thought it would be worse. I absolutely thought it would be worse. Of course, train stations are a huge thing, but I thought it would be worse, to be honest. So now I reached level 4. Let's see what else we can put down now. Like, I don't have a lake here, so unfortunately, no fishing cabin. And for the hunting cabins, I will add in a new path to over here and back there. So I'm putting down a one of those two. Ah, I'm looking forward to the boulder side. Yeah, that's looking nice. This is looking really beautiful and nice here. Yep. So I want to add in a few more trees here. So we're kind of keeping it natural, but we want to make sure that people have a bit more leisure times. So I'm it's not regarding the leisure, of course, but a bit more nature wouldn't be bad. Uh, so that would be actually very nice to have. And I also want to keep that like more like a natural thing here. So I'm adding in a few more trees to the surrounding areas as well, so it's not as obvious that I added those in like manually. Kind of need a few more, like one of these here, because you can basically overlook everything up here. This should be really nice to see. Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm not having any like fishing lakes. Um, just wondering whether I could maybe add in. Oh, let me try that. I'll quickly try it whether I can add in a small, little, tiny, little fishing lake here. Very small and tiny one. Like next to that here. So this would be for sure deep enough, I guess. So there should be one um like water source. So I can put down a new water source here. Maybe I have to remove this one first so that yeah, maybe I'll have to remove that one first. Just let me quickly stop that. Not that anyone's worried over here. So the flooding is gone. I think that's just something that can unfortunately happen. This is looking a bit artificial, but not that bad actually. So there is some water, but this will vanish quite soon, quite fast. Um, so let me think about moving that down a little bit to make it a bit more realistic here. Let me move this here as well. Flow back. Right into the lake. Yeah, so this looks really nice and beautiful now. So good. So I'm just waiting for it to reach the 10,000 visitors mark. So I should be good with that. And yeah, later on, um, I will later on just this is really cool that you see that the fire department like um helicopter first went to this little lake, picked up some water, and then went down where it actually was burning and we had the fire going on. So this is really awesome. This game, to be honest, it surprises me every once in a while still, even though I've played it for so many times already. Um, but to be honest, I still think that this is absolutely awesome. It's one of the best games that I ever enjoyed playing. Like, um, of course, there are other very good games out on the market, but City Skylines is a very, at least for me, and I totally understand those who think differently about it. But at least for me, it's one of those games that are so well done by the developers that, yeah, you can do so many things with it. And this is something that I really, really enjoy and really like here. Yeah, so two boulder parks, and that's basically it for this episode. So we reached level 5 here. I'm sure we will have more visitors very, very soon in this town. And yeah, in that case, guys, I would really like to thank you again for visiting me here on my City Builders channel and watching me play City Skylines Snowfall DLC in my city of Springdale. Hope you liked it. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would be absolutely happy if you could subscribe to my channel. Leave me a like on this video because that's what keeps me going. And yeah, thanks a lot. Have a good day. Stay safe and hope to see you soon back in my town. Bye bye.